Good evening. Welcome to, Thursday night. I'm doing a series of live streams here to introduce to you my vocal method and explain to you how it works. So today what we're going to be specifically focusing on is Vocal Pathway 2. If you have not yet seen me or know anything about what I do, my name is Vocal Coach Katie Starr. I'm located here in Dallas, Texas, and I've discovered the vocal map, which is scientifically proven now, where every note centrally resonates within the human body and the vocal pathway. So basically, these are things that have been around for thousands of years in Chinese medicine, and they're called meridians and points, where our energy, which is where our voice flows, moves through our body, around our body, and can stop. And this gives us a really precise outline and map, and it is changing the game for singers. If you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. I would love to give you a shout out. Okay, so let's talk about Vocal Pathway 2. So we've got 6 main vocal pathways. These are our vocal pathways. Vocal pathway number 2 is this one, and it's located behind the right ear. It's used really in pretty much every single note that we sing if we want to have power and if we want to have a lot of flow with our voice. A couple of famous singers that are known from singing from Vocal Pathway number 2 are Lana Del Rey. Johnny Depp talks from Vocal Pathway number 2 all the time. Norah Jones sings from Vocal Pathway number 2, and then Jessica Rabbit character, which is also a person who sings it, is also Vocal Pathway number 2. So the neat thing about this is everything in our body is so literal, and this Vocal Pathway number 2 is literally located on our adrenal gland. So I'm going to show you how to open it up here. I'm going to show you the overtone series that it activates, and then I'm going to show you how to add it into your song to give you lots of different flavors. You can do this any level of music that you sing, and it will greatly enhance the texture of your voice, your overall power, and ability to hit high notes, low notes, and kind of everything in between. So first we're going to go ahead and take a look at the location of Vocal Pathway number 2. It's located behind our right ear, and I have my parotid gland right here. I'm going to go just directly behind that. This is an energetic meridian that flows through my body where the energy of my voice flows. And what I'm going to show you is where it's going to go to. So if you take your ring finger and your thumb together and you inhale, focus on where your breath goes, which is really your energy. It goes directly below the belly button. And when I activate this vocal pathway here with touch and sound, my body has an innate or built-in response that sends my sound down to that same exact area. You're going to go ahead and follow along with me. I'm going to start my collarbone. I'm bringing my other index finger up behind my ear, and I'm going to go ahead and hum. You might have heard my sound drop. I'll go ahead and open it up so you can really hear it. Ah. My sound is now below my belly button. Now that I've opened up that vocal pathway, I'm going to show you how this can change some different parts of my song. I was just singing a song with a student earlier in class. It was okay, so it's I think it's like an 80s song. Feels so alive. Okay, what I'm gonna do is activate Vocal Pathway number 2. See if you can hear where my sound is. Feels so alive. You can also hear my vibrato kick in. Now, another neat thing that you can do to get your Vocal Pathway 2 open up is called vocal toning. So whenever I open it up, I'm going to go to ear, O, and ah, 3 sounds. Then I'm going to do vocal toning in 2 places. One is right where my hands fall back here. This is part of my adrenal glands right here. You can hear my sound moving when I hit and I'm talking, right? And then the second spot is right here on the front of my hip bones. So I'm going to do that in that order. See if you can hear it, and go ahead and follow along with me. I'm drawing my sounds right there. Down to the front. Now when I open it up, my sound is totally down in that area now because I've moved it there through my vocal pathway. This is built into every human's body. Now I'm going to show you how, if I add it to a song, it'll change the texture. Let's look at a Norah Jones song. I'm going to turn off my sound here so you can hear it really well. Okay, so my texture is, or my song is Come Away With Me, Norah Jones. Come away with me in the night. Now I'm going to activate vocal pathway 2, which is where she sings from. Come away with me in the night. Sounds so much more Norah Jones, right? Okay, I also told you earlier, Lana Del Rey. So let's see. There's so many good songs of hers. I'm trying to just like go through that glossary in my head. I guess if we think of Summertime Sadness, I think everybody knows that one. Got that summertime sadness. Got that summertime sadness. Now I add in vocal pathway 2. Got that summertime sadness. Got that summertime sadness. Isn't that interesting how that works? This is one of the 6 vocal pathways. Now, these vocal pathways are constantly changing while people sing, and you're using them as you're singing, whether you're conscious of it or not. They all have to do with different parts of the voice, and they're connected to all of the different energy centers of our body, known in Eastern medicine as chakras, and recently proven also in Western medicine, thanks to the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza. And we also call them energy centers, where our sound flows with the energy of our body and can stop in these places. So it's very exciting to know that you can, as a singer, move your sound around like this. And it's really interesting to look at singers, famous singers, that sing with all of these different vocal pathways. And you can really change the texture of your voice and also the mood and what kind of message you're trying to get across while you're singing, if you know how to activate these vocal pathways. Now you can visit katiestarvocalcoach.com, and I have the vocal map course on special that shows you how to open up every single vocal pathway, and there's a worksheet that goes along with it. It activates what's called your introspective singing awareness, which means a special scientists call it a singing superpower that only singers have, which makes connections between our brain and our body without it's kind of like activating those vocal pathways, but maybe not knowing exactly how to get there. Well, this actually shows you how to get there and how to use holistic touch to get there. So I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview on what vocal pathway number 2 is, how to activate it with touch. We use vocal toning on our adrenal glands, and then also on our the front of our hip bones to where that sound naturally goes with our body's innate response. And then we also took a look at some singers that sing from those vocal pathways primarily, and that we talked about, you know, when you activate all of them, what it does for your voice and how you can activate them. So I'm going to be getting on here and explaining a little bit about each vocal pathway for you so you can learn more about how this all works. If you enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up or some hearts, and go ahead and feel free to share it as well. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, as I'll be going live with these every day for the next 30 days. I'm sharing all of the exciting information that I've been putting together for about 5 years or so now, and I've now released in my online course. So you can get an inside look at the vocal map, the first map that we've ever had in the history of singing, that shows us where every single note resides centrally within our body. And that reminds me, didn't show you this yet. So this is called a spectrogram. As I'm talking, it is recording my voice. My voice has multiple layers to it. So like, even if I'm singing this note, ooh, do you see how many notes show up? Those are all notes right there. Those are called the resonation within our human voice. So whenever you're looking at my vocal map, it shows you what's called the centralized resonation for the notes that you're singing. And these are based on the curvatures of the bones on the head, the face, the sternum, and the rib cage. And all of these spots, these vocal pitch points where your voice goes, is going to be either below or above one of the curvatures of those bones. So whenever you can get your voice into these spots, you can sing the note on perfect pitch in the right spot. It feels natural and easy, but then also you're going to see all of these over and undertones as you're singing because your voice is resonating through the human body. So what I'm going to show you, so you have some visual proof here that I think is so cool. And check this out. We're going to look at opening up vocal pathway 2, that this whole video is about, vocal pathway 2. And what you're going to be able to see here is all of the resonation points. Ooh, because my body's creating multiple tones at one time. And then whenever you open up your vocal pathway, your resonation gets so much greater. And this is called the overtone series. That's also what resonation is. These are all overtones above the centralized tone. You can also have what are called undertones below that centralized vocal pitch point on the human body. So for instance, we're going to take a look at, what did I do with my, that's so weird. Oh, here it is. Okay, right here. Let's take a look at this note right here, the C4. So I'm going to slide up to it. There it is. Okay, so we're going to look at that note, and then we are going to go ahead and open up our vocal pathway 2 so you can see the difference at how it resonates here with the spectrogram. So I'm going to start without opening vocal pathway 2. And that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to open up vocal pathway 2. I just set this down, but it's still recording, and then I'll show you the big difference. Okay, if we go like this, you can see all of them. So this right here was my first one that I did when I didn't have my vocal pathways open. And then down here were the 3 with my vocal pathways open. Can you see the differences? I'm trying to get it for vertical screen right here. And there's the other ones. So you can see there's more red there. It's wider, it's more open. Our spectrogram literally shows all of those resonation, the resonation frequencies that happen when my vocal pathway is open. So I thought this was just like a really fun way for you to visually see how these vocal pathways do open up when you use human touch. So we can see it, we can hear it, we can feel it. And if you're a singer, you can sense it with your singing sense. If you're wondering what that is, a singing sense, anybody can do this. Just try it with me if you haven't done it yet. If I sing a high note, I can sense my sound is up here. And if I sing a low note, I can sense it's down here right now. That's a singing sense. So as I am singing, I'm using, today we used our spectrogram. We could visually see our pathways got wider. They had more hertz in them, more resonation. We could hear it and we could feel it as we used holistic touch and vocal toning, which would be the tapping to amplify our sound for vocal pathway number 2. And this helped us to be able to have sounds that come from in Eastern medicine known as our sacral chakra. It's known for very passionate sounds. Johnny Depp talks from there. Lana Del Rey sings from there. Norah Jones sings from there. Jessica Rabbit talks from and sings from there. So those are some examples of if you were just strictly only using vocal pathway 2, what sound it's going to give you. But most singers will use it along with another note. So if I wanted to go up to a high note, but I have a hard time getting there, my high notes flow, wait for it, right here on vocal pathway 6. So this is in front of my left ear. Let's say I have a hard time getting my notes up here. Maybe they're really light like that. Oh. Now, if I activate vocal pathway 2 that's connected to it, check this out. I'm instantly able to belch so much easier. There's like so much information about how these vocal pathways really enhance your vocals. It's kind of almost overwhelming, but I would say that it is the most natural way to sing. It basically, it's been written up as the future of singing. It'll help you understand things in literally some people just seconds, some people just minutes. They've been working on for years, and it can't hurt your voice. It's the natural way to sing where your energy of your body naturally flows. Your voice also flows. It makes sense, right? I'm going to end us with one last really neat exercise that will also show you the connection between breath and the energy of your body, which is where your voice flows. So what we're going to be doing is taking a look at how our body is so connected. It's really so fascinating. All of our fingers are connected to these different energy centers of our body. And what we're going to do is take in a breath, holding our pinky and our thumb together. If you're new at this, you might be like, I don't even feel anything different. It's okay. You have to focus on it, and you will begin to notice that your sound, take in another breath, or your breath, in fact, not your sound, it goes down pretty low. It goes all the way to the base of the spine, and we call it the root chakra. Also, if you're familiar with those, we take in a breath, and you might start to notice it's down there. Now, the crazy part about this is that's not actually where you're breathing. Like you're breathing in your stomach, but you feel it there because that's where the energy of your body flows and where your breath and your voice flow. Pretty cool. Next, we're going to go to the opposite extreme with the index finger and the thumb. So other part of the body. This brings our sound up to our lungs or our heart chakra, where our heart is. See if you can feel the difference between the pinky and the thumb. Down lower, and now we've brought it up. Here, let me know in the comments if you can feel the difference. Now we're going to go here to the ring finger and the thumb. This brings our sound to vocal pathway number 2, or if you're familiar with chakras, it is the sacral chakra, located a little bit below the belly button. Taking a breath. You'll notice it's a little higher than the one with the pinky. Exhale. Go back to the pinky and thumb. Can you feel the difference? Exhale. Ring finger and thumb. And exhale. Okay, now we're going to go to this one here. This one is connected to vocal pathway 3. It has an innate response where when I touch here, my breath moves without me having to do anything except touch here. It moves down to my stomach. Similar to when I have my vocal pathway 3 activated, which this is connected to, it sends my sound down to that area because it's a built-in response in your body. See if you can feel it. Inhale. Whoa, fills up the stomach, right? And exhale. So that's just another example of how our voice, our breath, and our energy are all connected, and how using our body's built-in responses, we can send our sound to different places, have different flavors, textures. And then I was even showing you how it helps with things like high notes. Like I can't hit a high note. This will give it some boldness without stressing out my vocal cords. It's the most natural and easy way to sing that our bodies were designed to do. If you're interested in learning more, you can do two things. You can book a free trial class with me by visiting katiestarvocalcoach.com. Or if you would like to get a free resource, you can also visit katiestarvocalcoach.com, and you can get my vocal map. I'm pretty sure I can put this up here for you on the screen right now. Yep. There we go. And there's a video that goes along with the vocal map that will show you not only how your voice works to place it in all these pitch points, but how the pitch points are connected to each vocal pathway. And it shows you how to activate your vocal pathways. So please do tune in, as I'll be doing these every day. My teaching schedule is a little bit crazy. I have a full studio of students right now, so I try to get these in whenever I can, but I'll try to make it more regular. So if you're wanting to tune in, you can kind of keep in mind when it's coming on. Thank you again for tuning in. If you'd like to see anything in particular, hear anything in particular, please let me know in the comments. Your feedback means everything to me, and thank you again for tuning in. See you tomorrow.